It's your boy Zappa, King of the Giant Robots, and this is your tactical forecast for September 2022. If you're new here, I thank you for joining us. This is the monthly update video wherein we discuss what you can expect to see for the upcoming schedule and a bit of goings on behind the scenes of what I've done in the last month. As such, astute viewers may notice that already there are new things on the channel. People who may remember, I don't know why I was about to call y'all remembrances, that doesn't make any sense. I'm on vacation the first week of this month. I'm working for my annual convention, SIEG Japan, wherein I operate all the custom audio for every contestant. It doesn't sound as easy as I make it sound. Or, it isn't as easy as I make it sound. That is the correct grammar on that sentence. As such, I've taken the first week to just kind of like remix the schedule. Also has allowed me to have some more free time to do other things, such as get ready and relax a bit. So, the schedule for September 2022 begins with the standard every day is Robot Wars 30. But other than that, for the first 3 days of this week, or at least one more day of this month, which was the 30th, the 31st, and the 1st days of my vacation, House Flipper will be taking up the main slot. I wanted a chill game since I had finished playing Power Wash Simulator, and then shortly thereafter Power Wash Simulator came out with like a survey mode that has some unlocks because they're doing a collaboration with Oxford University. So I've replayed a little of that, but I recorded House Flipper. I recorded a lot of House Flipper, more episodes than I plan to upload. As such, if this gets good reception, if you the people wish to see me flip some houses, get through all the chores, and then actually like customize some places and put some robot pictures in houses, let me know. Your comments, your views will determine where I go from here. That will also be up on Monday the 5th, because during the weekend, during the time at SIEG Japan, we are doing the aforementioned re-edit, re-upload of Super Robot Wars Alpha Guided. I am still in the long process of downloading all of my old episodes from my earlier Let's Play, and I've cut them together, cutting out intros and outros from each episode, giving them a proper intro, as is the what am I trying to say? As is process, tradition, habit, standard. Standard, I think, is the word I want. Of course, this just means that new viewers who weren't around or don't want to go back towards it get to listen to me being a little bit cringe. Get to listen to how I got started and how I fell into a more comfortable place of doing Let's Plays. As said before, I used to upload those in like 20 to 30 minute chunks. So it would take 1 week to fully get through one stage, which is how the game took me a year to play. Of course, nowadays I have a better philosophy about that. This is fine, but that will go up on the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th during the weekend of Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. As such, also what came out on the 24th, and I got to stream, which will take a regular place on the schedule, is SD Gundam Battle Alliance, SD Game Boy Advance, Gundam Battle Assault 7. That was streamed the first 2 days it came out, and I've otherwise taken time to get my affairs in order, try to really wrap up other recordings. But we have recordings up until a point. We have first 4 episodes recorded as of this recording. That will take a regular position on the schedule every weird day. The schedule's very weird. On the 6th, 7th, 8th, 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th, it will be at the 12 noon standard time slot, and then going forward from there, it will fall into a regular release of Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at noon 12 Central Standard Time. It's very hard to try to explain that because of just how I wanted to fit everything in this month. But Gundam Battle Alliance will be in a regular position Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's out of place for the rest of the month. As such, Robot Wars F Final is taking a break, a very brief and short break, but it will return closer to the end of the month as other recordings wrap up. You can expect to see that back, according to my plan, on the 22nd. The F Final will continue. It is just on a brief hiatus. Hero Chronicle, with the exception of this coming Friday, I'm laughing at the thumbnail, the way that guy just peeking up from the bottom. Hero Chronicle, Hero Senki, Ayuden Senki continues to be at our Friday extra upload slot. And for the first 2 weeks, the 9th and the 16th, it will go up at 12 noon, wherein on following subsequent Fridays will return to 3 p.m. Compact and compact color, as we do. Again, taking this first weekend off, we'll continue to make through our way of comparing the two games on Saturdays for black and white, Sundays for color. It will be at noon for the 10th, 17th, 11th, and 18th respectively, before going back to a regular 3 p.m. time slot, which was always the plan for the second upload of those days. Lastly, the big motherfucker, Robot Wars 30. I've achieved recording the regular ending. That will drop on Tuesday the 6th. Subsequent episodes are all post-game content. If you have not played the post-game content, if you have no interest in the post-game content, I will understand if you don't watch. If you are most interested in the post-game content, then come along! We're doing it all! And it's a slog, because at the end of the game, 15 new onboard missions pop up. But I created a plan for that. On the 6th, the final episode drops. On the 7th, if I have my schedule right, because I think I may have written this wrong. Let me observe on my schedule. Yeah, and the 7th. The 7th, we go back through all of the repopulated front missions, because that also happened to feature the new enemies, I say with air quotes. Long-term Super Robot Wars players will recognize them. Dramatic pause for taking a drink. On the 8th, we unlock the Roche Saber. On the 9th, we do the OG's team stage for the DLC. The 10th, we do a pair of missions that come from DLC 1. They are connected. They are part of its own sequence. On the 11th, we do a pair of missions from DLC 2, which are also connected. You will see very astute similarities there. Why did I say astute? What the fuck? I don't make no damn sense. Still, you will see similarities between the events happening on the 10th and on the 11th. On the 12th, we will wrap up those two trilogies. On the 13th, we will take care of all three? Did I really do all three? Because I wrote down DLC 3 as I go to my upload schedule. Oh yeah, that's right. We'll do yeah, on the 13th we'll do a pair of missions from the DLC thing, which are actually part of the sequence that gets you the Roche Saber unlock. On the 14th, we will do the trilogy of the main character DLC stages, which are a trilogy and a lock-in, so you will see Emergency. And on the 15th, since the 14th wraps up all of the post-game DLC missions, the 15th will be every goddamn onboard mission. I recorded it in a modular fashion so that I was just like, okay, here's the stage. Excuse me. I recorded it in a way so that it was just the stage cut, the stage cut, the stage cut. And a lot of them are repetitive, a lot of them are redundant. You will be able to spot which ones are which. Ideally, and I haven't gotten to this recording yet, ideally we do not unlock any further onboard missions once we go into the extra game, because from the 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st, allegedly, we will do the final 6 stages, the extra chapter ending. The aka true ending of the true ending. I am at least curious to see how that goes. But if it so happens that by way of even still playing on hard, the game is easy mode, if the stages are short in recording, I will combine them, and thus Robot Wars 30 will end sooner than September 21st, and it will be gone. And we will have a semi-regular ass schedule back on the channel. Robot Wars 30 is ending this month by hook or crook. I know typically I go through and I explain what the whole schedule is once again, and I will try to briefly, because 30 has been one hell of, like, it was fun. I enjoyed playing through 30, but as is like the popular opinion with associates and friends and people who played it, it's way too long, and for Let's Players it really kind of just overstays its welcome. Like, I still love Super Robot Wars. It is obvious. I'm playing F Final. I'm playing Compact and Compact Color. All back to back, all within each other. But 30 just had too damn much. And maybe in the future I would like to revisit 30 and play it in a way that's a lot shorter. Or I guess that would be like key missions only. It would certainly be a lot shorter to not do all the extra stuff and, you know, really see what the game feels like maybe as a more regular Robot Wars length game. I would have hoped that that's the case, because I know you can miss out and delete missions for yourself if you just only do key missions. Like, oh no, you started the next chapter, old stuff's gone, early unlocks are gone. That's... I feel like that was just like the B plan during game design. It's like, okay, we're gonna have all this extra content, but what if people don't want to do it because you have that free mission system? Well, then here's when you would unlock XYZ normally if you played it or designed it like a normal Robot Wars game. I guess. I don't know. These are the mysteries. But on the side, I've stopped pre-playing Compact Color. You know, having a strategy to go into the 2 recordings for the game, because it was throwing me off. On my handheld, on my physical handheld, my WonderSwan color with the backlight, I used my birth date in there as opposed to the date that I was using for the Let's Play. So having 3 sets of spells to try to remember who has what was getting a little bit much. As such, I've started kind of pre-playing Compact 2 so I can get a feel of what that transfer feels like when you finish the game and you go to the second part. I think either emulator that I use is perfectly valid to transfer the save from game to game, but I'm playing it on my handheld, I'm not playing it on PC. Again, the mysteries. I also recently came across a bundle of Robot Wars guides and books, and there's a couple of SD Gundam games in there, book games in there, ones that I didn't realize I actually had copies of the game for, so that's kind of cool. And I'm keeping the books as opposed to recycling like the lower quality or the damaged duplicates. And then in some of the books I discovered that there are interviews in the back, so I've taken and scanned those interviews. I need to scan one more today. Damn, I actually forgot to do that. I'm gonna go back up there and I'm gonna scan it, and I've been sending those to D18223. He's one of the like other really big Super Robot Wars information channels out there. Like, he is on point with his data. But I've scanned the back of, or not the back. Well, they are in the back. I've scanned these interviews let's see, it was a 4S F Compact, F Final, and Complete Box guides, and we're gonna see if like there's anything like revealing or informative or just generally cool about the production and the people who made the games. He said he will credit me in the videos. I don't know if it's just going to be in the description or what, but I'm excited to see if that turns up anything, if that turns up enough information for one of his videos. And a lot of his like informative videos are pretty short, so even if there's just something niche in there that catches his interest or catches anybody's interest, I hope that information becomes interesting for other people, because these are interviews in like 10-15-year-old game guides. Who at this point is going to think, oh, here's an old interview with Terada or some other producer on the game, let's get that translated. He would care, I would care, but I can't read Japanese and I don't have the audience, the reach to really like justify that. And he natively speaks Japanese, so I'm hoping something cool comes out of that. If not, at least those files are documented somewhere. Something. I have books. Many books. I think other than just the completion of 30 in those books, I haven't been doing anything of interest. Hopefully with 30 wrapping up and we're going back down to just a shorter schedule, this will allow me a little bit more free time, along with some spare recording time coming from this vacation week. I would really like to get back to building my Gunpla. My backlog has just been growing and growing and growing because of like limited kits or kits that I've wanted that came out, and I don't have the time. Like, even if I were to only cut down to 1 upload a day, and I will hopefully reach that point, like I will cut myself down to only doing 1 upload a day and only so many games, like maybe 2 games a week. I'm hoping I can get back to building some more. I would just like to get them done. These are the stressors of being a Let's Player that does not make dollars. In August, I did get another Twitch payout. That was neat. But that was about it. So, one more time with great effort, let's try to cover the schedule briefly. Half of the first week of my vacation, which for this month is the 1st and the 5th. House Flipper. If you want more House Flipper after you watch the episodes, comment, let me know, hit the like button on those. That's how you let me know. That's how you let the algorithm know that it was good. Alpha Guided, re-uploaded, re-edited. Again, time filler, and just redocumenting. If you like what you see here, let me know again. Like button, comments will let me know to further proceed with combining episodes. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep downloading the originals and have them for prosperity. SD Gundam Battle Alliance largely takes up the Monday through Wednesday slot. Couple of offsets for the week. It will be up every day at noon Central Standard Time, Monday through Wednesday, barring minor exceptions. F Final goes on a 3-week hiatus. We'll return as early as the 22nd to take back its noon 12 o'clock slot, but it will be taking Thursday through Sunday. That is 4 days a week for F the Final. Hero Chronicle, Fridays at 3 p.m. Mostly. Compact, Saturdays at 3 p.m. Mostly. Compact Color, Sundays at 3 p.m. Mostly. Don't worry, I'm still quite enjoying Compact and Compact Color. And then Robot Wars 30, every day at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time until the end. Currently, the planned end is on the 21st, depending on how recording goes for the extra post-game final chapter. May wrap up earlier. Whew! We did it. We made it through Robot Wars 30. We began new games. And for those of you that were around for the stream of SD Gundam Battle Alliance, I did hit a wall, and then I remembered, as words that I said at the beginning, the game feels like Extreme Versus plus Musou. What do Musou games require? Wow! Wow, I couldn't say that sentence at all. What do Musou games require? Grinding. And so I did grinding. I did much grinding off stream, so that should make streaming going forward easier. If I don't want to just grind on stream, it's not content. Mild frustration is, unfortunately, content. I thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned for more giant robot video games, anime, otherwise content of giant robot variety. Good night, Space One.